Have you ever wondered why we can recognize our friends' faces even they're in the shadows, but sometimes we cannot remember the faces of models in a lingerie art? In 2022, psychologists Philip Bernard and Sarah Gervais published a study in the journal Psychological Science that literally uncovered our subcortex. It's called Sexualized Body Inversion Effects. The scientists used well-known inversion effect. Our brain can recognize things in two ways. Holistic way. This is how we look at people. We see their personality, a unique combination of traits. If a person's photo is flipped, this magic is broken, making it difficult for us to recognize them. And the analytics way. It's how we look at objects. A chair doesn't need a face to be a chair. Turn it over and you will still instantly recognize it because you read in details the legs, the backs, and the seat. In the experiment, participants were shown photo of sexualized women and men. When the photo of man was flipped, the participant made mistakes. Their brains tried to see him as a personality and stealth. But when they turned the photo of a woman in bathing suit over, people recognized her as easily as they would a chair or table. The brain perceived the female body analytically. It didn't see a person, it saw a collection of details: breasts, hips, and waist. The study proved that at neurobiological level, sexualization transforms a woman from subject, a person, into an object, a thing. And the worst part, this switch in brain was triggered automatically in both men and women. We culturally conditioned to view each other as merchandise on a display. It's equivalence, and today we will explore how objectivization of women works through the weeks, ages, and years. In 1997, Barbara Fredrickson and Tommy N. presented objectivization theory. Its essence is simple and terrifying. When culture constantly evaluates women by their appearance, women begin to evaluate themselves through the eyes of an outside observer. According to research from 2024 and 2025, approximately 61% of Generation Z girls admit they can't be themselves on social media due to the pressure of appearance standards. When you walk down the street and think not about how comfortable you are, but rather about whether my cellulite is showing in these jeans, that's self-objectivization in action. The brain spent cognitive neurons to understand themselves as an object or thing to be appreciated by society. The study that swimsuit becomes you, sex differences in self-objectivization, restrained eating, and mass performances showed that girls perform worse on math problems if they simply try on swimsuit first. Men don't experience this effect. Your body literally steals your intelligence when you obsess thinking how it looks on it. It seems like we're already in 2026 and nothing is changed, but everything became worse. The Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media notes in its latest reports that while female protagonists have increased approximately for 86% in children's content and films, the quality of their portrayal still poor. Female characters are 3 times more likely to appear in sexualized clothing or semi-nude than male ones. Despite the fact that 48% of gamers in the world is a woman, according to data of ACA 2025, they are armored to these video games, still looking like bra, not than a bulletproof item. What about the news? According to Global Media Monitoring Project, women make up only 26% of news subjects in 2025, and they are often represented through their marital status or appearance, while men are represented through their expertise. This confirms that women are less often portrayed as experts and more often as everyone or victims of something. In 2025, the study Tripping Point the cleaning exhalation of violence against women in the basic sphere in the age of AI found that 52% of women noticed an increase in online harassment. Sexualization in the media gives a green light to perception of real women as instruments for pleasure rather than as individuals with boundaries. The study also highlighted that in the time of increasing AI, 98% of deepfakes are sexualized ones, and 99% of these video deepfakes are women. It is precisely this accessibility of technologies for undressing women with a single click that has finally entered in society the attitude toward the female body as a public resource devoid of personal boundaries. Let's dig deeper in the prefrontal cortex of our brain. When men with certain attitudes are shown images of sexualized women, the area of the brain responsible for empathy and understanding others' thoughts and feelings keeps silenced. Instead, the opening responsibilities for use tool activates. Why it is so dangerous? Sexualization is the foundation of violence. When we stop seeing a person as a subject, a person with feelings and emotions, and see them as an object, we find it easier to hurt them, ignore their rejection, and ridicule them. That is the main point why rape mostly because of men than of women. A research conducted in Princeton University in 2008 and 2011 showed by Susan Fluke and Mina Klirka, men's implicit identification of women as object demonstrates a link between consuming sexualized content and increased tolerance for sexual violence. This doesn't mean that image compel rape. That means that the picture normalizes the lack of empathy. That's why the raping problems still increasing in our worldwide. Does this mean that sexuality is bad? Of course not. Between the sexuality and sexualization, there is a big gap that we should understand. The problem is in agency. Sexuality is when I express my desire and feel attracted to myself. But sexualization is when my body is used to sell yogurt or car without my consent as a person. What we can do to decrease this problem? Media hygiene. We should unfollow the accounts that make us feel ourselves less perfect than we are. We should keep diversity. Vote for the projects, films and video games where women are represented as warriors, saints and mothers, not just a decoration. We should keep in mind always that our body is our tool, not someone's method to be gazed in society. Remember this simple but important suggestion when next time you will see your face in the mirror. It was Equalence, and watch our channel to be more educated about problem in gender inequality, especially in vulnerable countries and societies. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and leave your opinion in the comments. Is gender inequality in media problem because of people, or it is just the one theory of objectivization? See you next episodes.